Hi guys, how is it going today? Today is now Friday, January 26th. It's a little bit after noon, and I feel great. Don't you guys all love Friday? Doesn't it all take you guys back to the Rebecca Black days? You know, where it goes something like Friday, Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Yesterday was Thursday, Thursday, today is Friday, Friday. We, so excited, Rebecca Black. I love her. She's, those lyrics were the best lyrics, guys, because you know what Rebecca Black says, right? That, yesterday was Thursday, today is Friday, and tomorrow is Saturday. What better lyrics can come in a song, guys? So I love OmiseGo. I love OmiseGo so much, okay? You guys all know about my Ethereum story and how I got started in trading full-time. Bought 200 Ethereum in about February-ish, January last year. It hit $350. I made about 70K. I walked into my job and I told them I'm quitting and I'm never going to work again. And then that's where the challenge began to start trading full-time. And here I am, about a year later of about trading full-time and just killing it and never looking back. So OmiseGo was probably my second coin that I traded very heavily and held. Believe it or not, guys, I bought OmiseGo around 60 cents. And I held that guy till, I think, $12 almost. Yeah, almost $12. When Bitcoin reached $5,980, this day right there. And then on September 15, it fell down to $2,980. And then everybody started dumping. And I also picked up OmiseGo around $7 that time and got to sell it again around $10. That was a really, really good time. So I'm a huge fan of OmiseGo. Long-term potential. I called all of this, guys, back then, right? And also, I called pretty much all of this like 4 or 5 months ago. And let me show you guys how I did it. And we actually did hit all of my long-term targets. And let me show you. We're not going to factor in this flash crash right now, okay? So when this first came out, what we did to target that was simple. We did a 1-to-1 target extension, right? And then we assumed that possibly wave 3 would hit here and wave 5 would hit over here. For primary wave 3 is what I'm talking about, alright? I'm talking about primary wave 3. So this is the Elliott wave count that I see right now for OmiseGo. This was a failed wave, so I don't consider it right there. We will consider wave 1 starting pretty much right there. And then now, this is holding true to about wave 4 territory, and then we still have a wave 5 to go somewhere. So, let's break down the count, okay? Let's break down this count for you guys. I see this as 1, 2, 3, basically 4 by a wick to region 1's territory, and 5. And then the way I see this in here is very simple too. 1, 2 there, 3 somewhere there, 4 somewhere there, and now 5. So I see a very healthy retracement right now. In fact, one of my more preferred charts to look at. So, just to give you guys an idea of how Fibonacci retracement works, when we have our Elliott waves 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, we take our retracement for wave 2 here only for wave 1, and then we take our wave 4's retracement for only wave 3, right? So what we want to do right now is, oh, and one more thing, we also need to make sure that this is not retraced too heavily by lots of bodies into wave 1 territory. Absolutely allow a wick, guys. Absolutely allow a wick in these kind of leverage markets, okay? So that's something we want to make sure it holds true to. So I will put a resistance right around here, okay? And what we see is that wave 4 territory, absolutely, guys, it's working great right now, okay? So what we do is we take a combination of the wave 4 in here, okay? Because if we look on the bigger picture, of waves 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, what ABC likes to do is retraces into a region around here because that's where wave 1 territory is, and that's where the wave 4 territory is as well, right? So if we factor in a lot of things, such as the wave 1 territory for the subwave 1, and also the subwave 4 territory right here of subwave 3, then clearly we have a really amazing buy zone in this region right here. And anybody that got in on OmiseGo around $12, $13, you guys are probably laughing right now if you took that as your major buy zone area. So now what we're going to hope for is a really long consolidation. To be honest, guys, it's going to be a fairly long consolidation period. Take a look at here for wave 1, all right? Wave 1 took a fairly long consolidation period for months. Wave 3 finished already. Don't be surprised, guys, if wave 4 does take some time as well, right? We're going to see lots of up and downs on here, but for the long-term holders, it's definitely not, for the long-term holders, you guys are in great shape right now. So what I'm hoping for is, you know, for it to hover around these ranges and make a few more touches on there. So now I'm going to assume a few things. I'm going to assume that because that, I'm not going to consider a flash crash, guys. Like, I'm sorry, I should not consider a flash crash to $2.72. That's a little bit outrageous. So now what I see is that perfect, guys. It did an exact extension pretty much at 161.8. So regardless of how long this consolidation lasts for right here for the investors and swing traders, I cannot but help and assume that wave 3 sometime far down the road, guys, or sorry, wave 5 will easily hit $35 ranges. If you guys remember my long-term calls, right, when I just extrapolated all of this information and I said easily, guys, that long-term OmiseGo was going to hit $19 and possibly $27 as well. Everybody thought I was like, you know, crazy or something for doing that, but it's the charts that tell me what it could possibly hit. So I'm not surprised in the least that it's hitting all of our extension targets. And we have to keep in mind what OmiseGo is, right? And what they're doing right now, especially in Thailand. They are, you know how many people in Thailand have OmiseGo apps on their phone, guys, and they use it as a payment solution? It's incredible how, like, fundamentally, how much they're penetrating the Asian markets right now. So I'm very excited. OmiseGo, right, in the last quarter, especially December, that's when it started to pick up. And I think that it's going to pick up sometime again later this year. But right now, we have to acknowledge the fact that OmiseGo has already done, guys. It has already done in 4 months only. Since 50 cents, it's done 5,000%, guys. 5,000%. Yes, that is right. Now we have to wait for this consolidation to finish. I don't know how it's going to be. Don't get me wrong, but I do think that there's going to be a bounce sometime very soon that's going to make some sort of trend line, right? You know, it's going to eventually make some sort of pattern that's very different, that's very distinguishable. For example, in here on OmiseGo, but way back in October, if you guys remember, I was charting this like a madman. And we were talking about when all the charts, guys. Remember this for wave 1? IOTA doing this. Remember OmiseGo doing this as well. Like, yeah, these patterns are so common, guys, and we can find them everywhere, right? Like, I mean, look at this pattern for IOTA when I was charting it way back in the days as well, right? I was telling everybody to buy it right around this range there, like 30 cents or so. And now we see IOTA kind of consolidating for the wave 3 here, right? Or see IOTA consolidating for the wave 3, something like that. Well, is it also safe to assume that OmiseGo is also going to be consolidating for an unknown period of time as well, right? Who knows how long it could be? Like, it could be, you know, something like that in there that we'll see. But eventually, it's going to create these fractals that will be very distinguishable rather, and eventually it will break out of the pattern. So I'm hoping for a retracement basically to a very healthy level between here, and I will absolutely 100% be loading up on this a lot because I'm a big fan of OmiseGo. I mean, if we take a look at the retracement levels, that's pretty beautiful. So I'm just going to be waiting. I'm just going to wait until I see signs of it leveling off here, and then I will just buy a lot and hold long term. When I say long term, I'm talking like a month or two. OmiseGo is one of those coins that I just want to have a lot of because I really do believe in the technology. I know I don't follow things fundamentally a lot, but OmiseGo is one of those coins that I'm a really big fan of. And here, right, we're seeing some signs of support already. I don't know if this is actually considered as a support or maybe a descending triangle right now, but of course the daily chart looks like it's rounding off a little bit already. Looks like it's ready to make its B attempt a little bit, right? It's coming down from A. Maybe it'll probably make a B somewhere up there, and then a C maybe for a double bottom. It looks like here on the 4-hour chart, we're seeing right here, right? This is the A part down there probably. It's probably making its way up to B right now, which is very common, right? We're seeing signs of bullish diverging right now for short term, not long term, guys, for short term, okay? So right now, we are still sitting heavily in a consolidation phase for you OmiseGo holders, right? So don't expect a breakout anytime soon. We've had a massive run already, all the way from $8 to like $28, guys. Like we went up to how high? $28 is where we went up to. Unbelievable how high. So please expect a longer consolidation period after reaching these all-time highs. And then eventually we will break out to finish the final subwave here, wave 5. Right, I will assume it's going to hit under $40 for the next wave here. Actually, let's be more realistic, okay? Let's take a 786 extension. Let's take a 786 extension of subwave 3, and we'll correlate it. Yeah, I'd probably say around here, like, who knows where it could be. I'm hoping for $35 to $40, around that range right there. 35 to 40-ish. Yeah, we'll say $35. That's more so my long-term target right there, okay? $35 to do basically almost a one-to-one extension of wave 3 there. Maybe slightly less, maybe $32 for longer term, but definitely around the $35 range. So aside from the wave count right now, it's almost irrelevant because we know this is a consolidation A, B, C, D, E type of pattern that's going to start happening very soon. OmiseGo loves its A, B, C, D, E kind of pennant or wedge, whatever you like to call it, kind of patterns. So I'm just going to wait weeks, maybe even a month. Who knows how long this consolidation period is going to be. And then eventually we will absolutely break out onto a newer high. So long-term target, I'm going to say it's pretty set for $33 and up. That'll be the title of this video. So these are my thoughts on OmiseGo. I apologize if I'm not giving you guys too much direction on it. It's not really a coin that you can day trade because there's not a lot of volume that's being pumped onto it right now. It's more so a coin where we're just slowly starting to let it level off here. And we're just trying to catch the dip before it bounces up, right? To start its B phase right now. And then eventually it'll make the C. And then after it finishes the C, that is when I will be extremely excited because it will definitely try to make an impulse break upwards. And if it doesn't make an impulse break upwards and it fails, then we'll get a WXY type of extended correction, or possibly an A, B, C, D, E as well. So I just wanted to assure people for the very long term that OmiseGo is a very promising and super healthy coin, guys. Like, it is a very, very healthy coin to be looking at in general, with lots of promise fundamentally, especially, right? And I think Jun is also doing a very good job as well. I think they're getting their marketing a little bit better as well. Their translations, they're becoming more professional with their blogs as well. I remember Jun, he got crapped on by a lot of people, including me, like last year, right? Remember when that roadmap was supposed to be released, right? We were all expecting it, and then he's tweeting he's like, oh, it's my wife and I's 25th anniversary, and some people were so harsh. They were like, we don't care about your anniversary, John. We just care about the roadmap. So he wrote like a written version of the roadmap, and everyone was like, what the heck just happened? And that's when all of this happened right here, okay? I remember that day right there. That's when the roadmap was released. It got to like 850, and then it dropped down to like the $6 range because everybody was so disappointed with the roadmap. We were like, what is going on? So long-term's target still stands like over $33, guys. I'm going to wait for it to level off here between the 618 and the 0.5 region, and then once I get signs of a little bit more confirmation, I will definitely start adding this to my longer term holdings there. It might even be one of the first ones, so I'm pretty excited. So if you guys enjoy these videos and it has given you some sort of insight, they're not designed to be all prediction videos, right guys? They are designed to give you insight from a different perspective as well, from someone who does it full time and looks at charts literally all day. So hopefully this has given you guys some insight and further direction on where OmiseGo could go down the road, right? Other than that, if you guys love these videos, I'd really appreciate an upvote on steemit, and also appreciate that you guys like and subscribe to the content on social media and on Twitter as well. And if you guys especially love these videos, you're welcome to donate to Luna Nye's cryptocurrency piggy bank there, and most of it goes towards her vet bills. That's the truth, just for emergencies. So that's all my thoughts for OmiseGo, and good luck guys. I hope to see you guys around the $33 range in a few months. take it easy now. Bye.